Family connection in a teapot. To view the full article, click the first link in the description below. In these days of social distancing and staying home, I think often of the cozy house in Darjeeling, India, where my mother grew up. I imagine the living room, Tibetan carpets, thangka scroll paintings of the Buddha's life, the antediluvian radio that sputtered on and off without warning, the mold that sometimes wandered in, which my grandmother named Alice. I see the silver tea set and the Wedgwood plates filled with scones and Walker's shortbread, roasted chickpeas and rasgulla cottage cheese balls, peanut butter from California my grandmother kept under lock and key. I see my grandmother seated on the sofa in her long silk chuba, telling me stories about her life in Darjeeling and Old Tibet. Memories of tea time with my grandmother make me realize that, with many of us still largely sheltering in place because of the COVID-19 epidemic, now is an ideal moment to connect with family through tea. At home in Tokyo, I make a cup of Darjeeling tea every morning and FaceTime my mother at the Bay Area retirement community where she lives. Because of the lockdown, she can't take part in her usual bridge games and excursions, so we talk about TV programs she's watching. I read to her and she shows me the view from her window. Over tea, I FaceTime my daughter, who's working from home in San Francisco. Over tea, I have long talks with my son, back in Tokyo from university in the United States, and with my husband. We haven't spent this much time together since we were dating 35 years ago. More than ever, I'm aware of how tea keeps me close to the people I love. When I was a girl, I disliked tea. As a Tibetan-American growing up ethnically isolated in 1960s and 70s American suburbia, I wanted to fit in by drinking chocolate milk and orange juice like the other kids. But when I went to Darjeeling to live with my grandmother after graduating from college in the mid-80s, I changed my mind about tea. To view the full article, click the first link in the description below.